People who are unprepared for a demo will always fail. And what I mean by that, know your customer. You have to know what problems you're going to solve before you get on the demo. If you're not there yet, I'm sorry, you need to do a second discovery call. I think people who are jumping on Teams meetings and they're not showing some sort of a visual aid, they're missing the ball. Take advantage of turning on your camera, showing a deck that you built. I'm not saying death by PowerPoint, but like if you're talking about pricing, have it on the screen. If you're talking about packages, show me. Well, I'll send that to you in a follow-up. Well, let's do it now, right? Like demos. So there's a difference, a real key difference between a technical demo versus a use case demo, or a process demo versus an outcome demo. A lot of people mess this up. They think it's one size fits all. And you actually have to know who's in the room and at what point in the sales cycle is this going to make most sense to use this type of demo. But more often than not, I'm going to start with the use case demo, get you excited. Then, yeah, if you want to know more, we can go into the technical stuff. Dude, these tiny things make such a big difference if your customer feels like they can actually deploy this. If you make it sound complicated, well, guess what? That's how they're going to feel.
My neighbor, he's a solutions architect or like a pre-sales engineer over at Databricks. And he was telling me a story about some new sales rep that was building this PowerPoint presentation, leading up to a meeting. They were preparing, and the PowerPoint that they had put together was like almost 50 pages. And he's like, oh my God. And they were like, should we add this? Like we got to add a couple more because, we got to show them this and this and this and this. And he's like, look, man, we got to get this thing down to like 10 pages max. So we're never going to get through all this.
No.
So like, how do you build the right pitch deck?
Good one. If you have a business unit that has multiple products, you have got to have an overview deck, high level, but it can't be too high level, right? They actually got to know stuff about those products, but it can't be too big. So you have got to have an overview deck. Then if you don't have true cross-selling motions in place and you're going to develop those later, you have got to have a referral selling deck. Meaning, what are the stories? What are the use cases? What are the problems we're solving? The last thing is you have to think about who you're talking to. We're investigating the idea of creating persona decks or industry specific decks. And I truly believe as you go higher up the line size, your decks need to get smaller and shorter and more concise and more specific.